Today is the part one of maybe 3 or 4 videos I'm going to do about lenses for the Fuji X-M5. Let's go. All right, if you're new here, Scott's Reviews, I do speaker, camera, lenses, cars, and other type of reviews. So it's a little bit of mixture, but it really focuses more on cameras and video and speakers. Cars every once in a blue moon, I promise. Let's talk about lenses, because I can't decide which one I want for the Fuji X-M5. If you watch my other videos, I was going to get rid of this camera, but I still have it. I like it. I'm getting used to it. I like the form, I like the size, all that kind of thing. And I am acquiring a taste for the Fuji genre. I'm going to go over right now the Viltrox 56mm 1.7 aperture lens. This is what it looks like it's on the camera. We're going to take pictures with this lens. Then we'll take some other pictures and kind of compare them really quick and see what you think of this lens compared to some other lenses that are out there. So the close focusing distance is 0.55, which is 1.8 feet. This lens is 170 grams. It has 9 groups and 11 elements to it. It's plastic construction, as you can kind of see here. The autofocus in here is pretty darn quiet. It does advertise silent autofocusing. So can you hear this? What I compare this to is a 27mm TT Artisan lens. Yeah, that's right, 27mm. I first bought for this camera, I did return it. The autofocus was pretty darn loud with that one. I haven't tried the Fuji one yet, but that's coming shortly. Small rig grip on the Fuji X-M5 here. So if you're wondering what this grip right here is, that's what that is. It really gives a nice firm hold. 56mm crop sensor lens will give you about a 90mm in full frame world. I did take this to my daughter's tennis match, and I knew I was going to be up farther away from her, so I wanted that extra reach this would provide. Everyone's different what kind of lenses they want to put on this thing. I want this to be the smallest package I can make it, to put in a very small like sling bag over my shoulder. I don't want this to be, now maybe you do, I don't want this to be a big setup with a big lens I can zoom with and stuff. I have other cameras that do that job. Let's go take some pictures outside and then compare with some other lenses, and we'll come back. This is the 35 1.8. It's about a 52mm equivalent.
Where you gonna go?
There.
You're scared to be alone, but now you are on your own.
All right, we're here on this beautiful cold morning with a frozen lake to take some pictures with the Fuji X-M5 and a various number of lenses. So let's get to it.
You thought that our love was worth saving. You were wrong. We can wait this out, see if I'll come back around. But we both know I'll hold my ground on the other side of town. And I won't miss you, I won't.
All right, what did you think? I do love the bokeh that comes with this one, the tone, whatever you want to call it, but it does blur out the background very nicely. I don't mind the plastic construction at all. It feels like almost a premium plastic. There's nothing like, I'm like, ooh, that's kind of cheap. So the lens is cheap, So it's a bonus, but it doesn't feel cheap. You know what I mean? I think Viltrox and TT Artisan have come up with a way to say, hey, lenses don't have to be that expensive. You don't have to pay $1,000 for a nice lens. You can maybe pay $1.50 or $1.80 for a nice lens, and we're gonna make some, and that's what's happening with these. Any questions about the Viltrox 56mm 1.7 aperture lens, leave it in the comments below. But other than that, we'll see you in the next one.